Deathly Hallows, parts 1 and 2. So what are your thoughts on Deathly Hallows parts 1 and 2?
Well, good ending to the whole series and the journey they go on to figure out where these are. I think it also shows their intelligence that they've learned throughout the entire time, because obviously they go in a group of 3, and they also have friendship issues along the way and friendship romances along the way. But I think his determination to find all the Horcruxes and just destroy them and figure out different ways on how to destroy them, I think is so telling of him. And obviously they learn about the Master of Death and things like that, all the little things, and Harry obviously realizes that he has all of them in him and on his person, and he gets them. But in between all of that, just finding those Horcruxes and bringing back memories of his family, bringing back memories of all the people that have passed away and things like that. And also when Voldemort gets to Hogwarts, the teachers that protect, and, he comes back to Hogwarts to fight these people and find them, because he realizes the Horcrux is at Hogwarts. So then of course Hogwarts is protected by all the teachers are doing it, and then they have his ultimate battle, and the ultimate good versus evil battle in this. And I think the biggest twist when he meets up with Voldemort, he has to be the one, because he finds out he has to be the one to defeat Voldemort. One person has to die in order for the other person to live, like that type of thing. And so I just like the twist of when he hits Harry, he destroys the Horcrux in Harry, but not Harry himself. And he thinks he's won and all this stuff, and then Harry comes back and all Voldemort's followers just start going away, which is so great, because it shows that they're not really loyal. They just want to be in power. When they're not in power, they're scared. And I think it's such a good ending to the movie. And then Voldemort does get destroyed, because good always wins in the end. And then the epilogue of them with their kids and going to Hogwarts and things like that. I just think it was all over just a really good story of how 3 friends came to be in the very first one, and how 3 friends stayed together, and now obviously their kids are going to become friends, because they're Harry Potter's kids or Ron and Hermione's kids. So I think it's such a good ending, and that Harry gives up being an ultimate wizard for a normal wizard, and he just sacrifices, and again it just finishes off his character, and he just has it through the entire movie. So it was good, and I liked both of them. I think they were really, I know they're the darkest movies, but they also were 2 of my favorites. I think the last one was probably my second favorite out of all of them.
I think I preferred part 1 over part 2, just because I felt like part 1 was a little bit more true to the book, and then part 2 kind of went off in its own direction. But I think as a movie ending, it kind of had to be the way it was, because books and films are way different. They kind of need to serve different needs. So I understand why part 2 had to be more action-packed and more battles and more spectacle and everything like that, because it's the big screen, you have to have all this spectacle. The book is a little bit more personal. The way it kind of ends, it's a little bit more one-on-one. Harry and Voldemort kind of like circling each other, kind of calling each other out. They're like in the middle of the Great Hall and everyone's watching. But totally understand why it has to be the way it is. But as a film, I think it's definitely satisfying for sure. And it had a great ending, and all was well. That's the last line in the book by J.K. Rowling, at least until Cursed Child, but that's for another time. We won't have to talk about that one.